What's up, everyone? So I have another reaction, and normally I'll bring these to my other channel, but I want to start doing some of these here on the Impact channel as well. So I hope you enjoy it. And there's a point to this, and I'm going to get to it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to set the table by saying subscriptions to the channel are free. Please hit the like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. It helps the channel grow. Now we're going to get into the infamous or the famous, the iconic, the all-time GOAT, in my opinion, Michael Jordan, and a story about a guy who played in his era. He didn't play with him, but he played against him, and his name is Byron Scott, and he tells this amazing story, and I want to share that with you guys, and then I'm going to share my thoughts, and then we're going to see what you guys think about that as well. So let's get into it.
Give me your best Michael Jordan story.
Michael Jordan story. You guys remember Anthony Peeler?
Yes.
Okay, so
out
we
of
got
Missouri, right?
Out of Missouri.
Yeah.
So we got the Chicago Bulls coming in town, and unfortunately, I got a sprained ankle, and so.
Did you say fortunately you
unfortunately,
do? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. He make a shot, you say, good shot, Mike. You don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You can try to kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
You don't try to talk trash to him. So they're getting off the bus. We're done with shoot around, and we're walking out, and MJ says, B. Scott, what's going on? I said, what's up, MJ? He said, man, I hear that you're not playing tonight. I said, no, I sprained my ankle. He said, who's guarding me? I said, Anthony Peeler. He said, 50. So I told Anthony Peeler, listen, MJ, he's probably going to go for about 50 tonight on you. So just don't piss him off, just be cool. He ended up with 54. So the man could do basically whatever he wanted to do on that basketball court.
I love that story for so many reasons. One, just because the way it's told, the simplicity of it, and just the laugh, the
50.
And the reason I bring all this up is because, guys, we can make our own call like that on ourselves. Like, you don't have to have an opponent to decide you're going to drop 50. Whenever you decide you want to have a big game, you can do that. You can decide and put yourself into a position. So that means that chuckle and that 50 can be that you're going to get up and you're going to work out, or you're going to start reading that book, or you're going to start working on that instrument, that second language, cooking, whatever it is. You can decide that you're going to get up and rise to an occasion. Now, sometimes the path is made easier by someone like B. Scott not being the primary, person to guard a Michael Jordan. So sometimes the path that is laid in front of us or that we're used to isn't always going to be the same challenge. So sometimes when it's easier, sometimes you really got to step on that. And it's not a bad thing to adhere to. Like, when the opportunity is there, what do we say? Seize the day, seize the moment. That means that moment is ripe for the taking. If you have an Anthony Peeler on you, no disrespect to him, but if you have an Anthony Peeler on your Michael Jordan, take advantage, drop that 50, put yourself in that position to where next time there is a Byron Scott, and it's not just an Anthony Peeler, you have the confidence to say, I did it before with one person, I can do it again with another. I can do this in one circumstance, I can do this in another. Whether it is personal, improvement, professional improvement, financial literacy, whatever it is that we can start to really look at as challenges to overcome, something that gets between us and our 50. Take full advantage. So when something has a sprained ankle, when there's an opportunity for you to step up, the point is that's what MJ recognized in a lot of instances and circumstances throughout his career. And we associate his name with excellence. Absolute excellence. I mean, you're talking about perfect in finals wins. There's a lot of stats and things that are going to just uphold what I'm talking about when we're talking about Michael Jordan. But we know this to be true about his career, that it was built off of a strong determination, a strong work ethic, consistency, and then performing at the highest level whenever possible. It wasn't situational. This man would go after, absolute rookies to seasoned veterans, and that's how we should be. Anytime that we have that opportunity to attack something in our lives that is keeping us from our ultimate goals or just from bettering ourselves. And you know what? Sometimes the person you got to drop 50 on is the last version of you. The one that wouldn't get up off the couch, the one that kept playing games, the one that wouldn't stop smoking, drinking, overeating, or just deciding that, that's not for me. No, sometimes you got to drop 50 on yourself. So it's not always about the external. Most of the time, that game is played within. So when you see a version of yourself with a sprained ankle that's between you and your goals, and there's a lesser version of that challenge, go after it. And if it has a sprained ankle and it's in front of you, go after it. If it's completely healthy and is in front of you and between you and your goals, go after it. Be your own GOAT. I really enjoy who Michael Jordan has been and continues to be in folklore and just in the annals of history as far as basketball, sports, just in general. He's a fantastic example of really putting goals together and saying, I'm going to be ruthless when it comes to going after what I want. Doesn't mean you have to be unethical. It just means you go after it and you go after it hard. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep it short. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Ace up the sleeve, advice, comment, experience. Have you overcome? Have you had that where you had to go after something, or have you had to drop 50 on yourself? Have you made that revelation, that reflection where it's like, oh, I'm the problem? Because a lot of times we don't see that right up front. So there's a lot of room to be able to dissect this and then take these pieces and put them into the puzzle that's going to make a more complete picture for us to become a better version of ourselves. So as always, like I said at the beginning, subscriptions are free. So please take one and give one. Share this knowledge or share this channel with other people. We'd love to have them. And as always, HWPO. Hard work pays off, and this is the Impact Athletics Association. We'll see you guys on the next one, and as always, subscriptions and videos. So stick around.
50.